There is a truth that very few drivers know. More than 40% of the synthetic oils being sold on the market do not meet the actual protection standards that the manufacturers claim. This number comes from real-world simulation tests covering 10,000 miles running at temperatures up to 220 to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and the results are enough to make any user concerned. Many major brands, the names we have trusted for years when retested, showed the following. The oil oxidized quickly. It lost viscosity after only a few heat cycles. It created sludge and varnish inside the valve cover. And it even increased wear metals 2 to 3 times above the acceptable limit. In this video, I will share the 7 most important truths about synthetic oils, the information that most mechanics will never tell their customers. And in Truth 7, I will reveal the only oil that experienced mechanics quietly use for their own vehicles. Truth 1. Full synthetic is not always truly synthetic. Many people believe that buying oil labeled full synthetic is enough. But according to the API classification engine, oil is divided into 5 base oil groups. Group 3 is still crude-based oil refined through hydrocracking. Group 4, PAO, and Group 5 ester are the real synthetic oils providing superior oxidation, resistance, viscosity, retention, and metal protection. The confusing part is that in many markets, Group 3 oils are still allowed to be labeled full synthetic, even though their performance is lower than PAO and ester. That means 2 bottles. Both labeled synthetic can have completely different quality. According to the Lubrizol report in 2023, Group 4 oil retains 98% of its viscosity after 10,000 miles. Group 3 retains only about 87%, making the oil film thin and increasing wear metals. In a 200-hour test at 220 degrees Fahrenheit on 8 identical engines, PAO and ester oils kept the pistons clean, while Group 3 oil began forming thin sludge. Conclusion. Not every full synthetic is trustworthy. If you want your engine to last more than 200,000 miles, you must pay attention to the base oil group, not just the label. Truth 2. Oil durability depends on the additive, not only the base oil. Many people focus only on the base oil group, such as Group 3, Group 4, or Group 5. But experienced mechanics know that the additive package determines about 70% of the protective performance of an oil. The base oil is only the foundation. A good oil must contain the following: anti-wear agents such as ZDDP, moly, and boron to create a protective metal layer, detergents and dispersants to keep contaminants suspended instead of sticking to the pistons, oxidation inhibitors to prevent degradation at high temperatures, friction modifiers to reduce friction and extend engine life. In a 200-hour test, many Group 3 oils with good base oil but weak additives showed the following. Viscosity dropped quickly by 10 to 14%. Light sludge appeared under the valve cover. Wear metals doubled compared to oils with strong additive packages. On the other hand, oils such as Mobil 1 EP Amsoil Signature and Royal Purple maintained viscosity well and kept wear metals extremely low thanks to their concentrated additive packages, even though they are all labeled full synthetic. Conclusion. To truly protect the engine, you must look at the additive package, not just viscosity or the synthetic label. Truth 3. Not every expensive oil performs well in real-world conditions. Many people believe that expensive oil equals better protection. But a 200-hour test on 8 identical engines showed that price does not accurately reflect performance. Some oils that are highly priced and heavily advertised lost viscosity, early formed light sludge, or suffered from fuel dilution during short trips and cold weather. Examples. Castrol Edge offers strong heavy load protection, but oxidizes quickly during long heat cycles. Supertech is inexpensive, but has weak additives and shows high wear when temperatures fluctuate. Some premium oils retain viscosity worse than Mobil 1 EP despite being more expensive. On the other hand, oils that are not too expensive, such as Valvoline Advanced or Pennzoil Ultra Platinum, showed the following: strong stability, high viscosity retention, extremely low wear metals around 2.1 to 2.3 ppm, almost no deposits. The lesson from mechanics is this: a good oil must prove its ability to handle heat-retain viscosity and resist wear, not just its price on the shelf. Truth 4. Viscosity retention is the key factor that determines engine longevity. Many drivers look only at the numbers 0, W20 or 5, W30 and assume that all oils keep their viscosity the same after long use. But in reality, the biggest difference among synthetic oils is their ability to retain viscosity after high temperatures, high RPM, and fuel dilution. In a 200-hour test, the results were clear. Cheap oils lost 10 to 14% viscosity, causing the oil film to thin, which leads to fast wear on piston rings and cam lobes. Castrol Edge remained strong under heavy load, but lost viscosity during extended high-temperature operation. Mobil 1 Extended Performance lost only about 3.4%, which is the most stable among Group 3 oils. AmSoil Signature retained 99.1%, almost unchanged. Pennzoil Ultra Platinum retained 97.8%, which is excellent for modern engines. When oil shears down, the engine experiences the following: light knocking when cold, oil consumption, loss of power, wear metals doubling. Conclusion: a protective oil is not the one with attractive marketing labels, but the one that maintains stable viscosity under harsh conditions. This is why mechanics prefer Mobil 1 EP AmSoil and Pennzoil Ultra Platinum. Truth 5. Internal cleanliness is critically important. Sludge kills an engine faster than you think. One of the most important factors for engine longevity is not the color of the oil on the dipstick, but the oil's ability to resist deposits and sludge formation inside the piston's valve, cover, and oil passages. In a 200-hour test, the differences among synthetic oils were obvious. Supertech and some cheaper oils showed light sludge around the valve cover after extended heat cycles. Castrol Edge had a strong protective film but still left thin deposits when running continuously at high temperatures. Pennzoil Platinum and Ultra Platinum, thanks to their pure GTL base oil, produced almost no deposits, and the pistons remained noticeably clean. AmSoil Signature and Mobil 1 EP were among the cleanest, with virtually no visible varnish. Sludge is dangerous because it causes the following: sticking VVT valves, reduced oil flow leading to cam lobe wear, lifter ticking noise, higher operating temperatures due to restricted oil circulation, increased risk of oil starvation at high speed. Important lesson: a good oil must not only protect when freshly changed, but must also keep the engine clean after thousands of miles. This is why mechanics favor Pennzoil Ultra Platinum, Mobil 1 EP, and AmSoil Signature. Truth 6. Not all oils can withstand oxidation and high temperatures. Oxidation is the #1 enemy of modern engine oil. When oil oxidizes at high temperatures, it thickens forms, varnish, and sludge reduces viscosity and increases internal friction. This is why some oils with very famous names still fail in a 200-hour test. In verified results, the following patterns appeared. Castrol Edge provides strong protection under heavy load, but oxidizes early during long heat cycles. Supertech and other inexpensive oils oxidize quickly, leaving brown deposits inside the valve cover. Valvoline Advanced handles heat fairly well, but still trails behind premium oils. Mobil 1 Extended Performance showed almost no discoloration after 200 hours, which is very stable. AmSoil Signature and Pennzoil Ultra Platinum ranked at the top. The oil did not thicken. It produced almost no varnish. Oxidation remained extremely low, even at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. When oil oxidizes, the engine experiences the following: increased oil consumption, higher operating temperatures, light cam ticking, loss of power due to increased friction, wear metals rising over time. Conclusion: a good synthetic oil must resist oxidation strongly and maintain structural stability whether you drive hot-heavy or long-distance. This is why professional mechanics consistently rate AMSOIL Mobil 1 EP and Pennzoil Ultra Platinum as the best performers under extreme heat. Truth 7. This is the synthetic oil mechanics quietly recommend. While the market debates between Castrol Mobil 1 or Valvoline, most professional mechanics have a quiet but extremely consistent choice: Pennzoil Ultra Platinum or AMSOIL Signature Series, depending on driving style and vehicle type. The reason is simple. These two oils produce the lowest wear metals, keep the engine the cleanest, and withstand heat the best in long-term testing. Pennzoil Ultra Platinum, made from natural gas GTL, is known for the following: near-perfect purity, almost zero sludge formation, pistons and valve covers staying spotless after 10,000 miles, excellent for GDI turbo hybrid and city-driven vehicles. AMSOIL Signature Series is regarded by mechanics as liquid armor. True PaO Group 4, extremely thermally durable. Viscosity retention almost perfect. Very low wear metals in 200-hour testing. Ideal for long-distance driving, heavy load towing, or performance engines. Why do mechanics not openly advertise this? Because they know most customers do not want to spend a few extra dollars on the best oil. But in conversations from mechanic to mechanic, these two names are always the trusted choices to keep an engine alive to 300,000 to 400,000 miles. We have just gone through 7 important truths about synthetic oils, the things most drivers will never hear from oil change shops or service centers. If you choose the correct oil, the correct viscosity, and the correct specification, your engine can run smoothly to 300,000 to 400,000 miles without needing a rebuild. But if you choose the wrong oil, use the wrong viscosity, or run oxidized oil for too long, you can destroy the engine after only a few tens of thousands of miles. If you want to avoid a very common mistake that causes engine shaking, loss of power, and even a check engine light just minutes after cleaning, you should watch the next video titled Throttle Body Cleaning. Gone wrong, stop before you damage your engine. That video will help you avoid the mistakes that 90% of drivers make when cleaning the throttle body at home.